All right, take two. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Happy. Wait, let's try it again. Hello, junior archaeologist. Welcome to another episode of Happy Archaeology Fun Time. Today, I thought I would show you how to use a Trimble. It's not that hard. If you can program a phone or maybe create an iTunes playlist or something simple like that, you can probably use a Trimble. So, first off, let me turn this off again. Sorry for the delay. Alright, so first thing you do is you get it and you turn it on. Oh wait, and this one comes up with an owner information stream, which I'm not going to show you, but basically you just tap on it and it goes straight to a standard Windows type screen. I'm not sure if you can read that, but yeah, it's basically Windows Mobile is what this program uses. And these GPSs basically use two programs. They use TerraSync and they use ArcPad. I obviously can't show you everything, so I'll just point out a few basic features and maybe how to sketch out a map on a GPS, because basically what you're using this for is to make a map, electronic map. So usually the GIS recording program is under the Start menu. In this case, I'll go to Start menu, hit TerraSync, and turn it on. And it does some thinking. Some more thinking. And then in this case, it actually automatically hooks up to the satellites. But if it didn't hook up to the satellites, you can just go to one of the menus, in this case, the setup menu, and hit the GPS button. So basically, if you go to the Start menu, or if you go to the main screen, it's good. All these TerraSyncs, no matter what version, basically are laid out all the same. So, I'm not sure if you can even see that. But basically, if you go to Status, which is the top left button on all these TerraSync programs, it's got Map, it's got Data, it's got Navigation, Status, and Setup as submenus. The only ones you really need to worry about are Map and Data, and those are usually at the top. Status tells you let me go through it individually. Map is the map. Data is the recording menu, where it gives you your recording options and where you can access the file manager. Status is your GPS position, and setup as well, setup. So first thing you want to do is go to menu. Oh, and by the way, not only is it a windy day, but I'm near an intersection, so cars are going to drive by every once in a while. And you cannot do any recording unless you open a file. And the important thing about opening a file is to ask your crew chief what exactly is the protocol. What do you name a file? Do you do a file for every site? Do you do a file every day? Do you do one file for a project? That's important stuff. Anyway, once you have your file set up, the rest is pretty easy. Once you have your file open, it will actually give you your recording options. And each one is different, so I can't really go through all of them. But basically, to record something, you just hit create and it gives you a submenu for various options. And this is where you ask your crew chief, say, what the site number is, whether you want a boundary, what artifacts there are, is there a road they want in the map, let's see what else, is there drainage? And the rest is pretty easy. Recording a boundary is literally just me walking around recording a boundary. I can't walk too far since I'm actually hooked up to the camera right now for my mic, but yeah, you walk around, you do your poly, Maybe if there's a drainage, you walk up the drainage, and you always start with the big stuff first. That's the reason I always start with the boundaries and sort of like, you know, land features. Let's see. Next thing is artifact. And one tip I can give you about that is that it lets you write stuff in as, you know, before it actually starts taking the points, which is handy. So usually what I do is I start writing stuff out as I'm walking to the artifact. And then once you get to the artifact, there's a little log button. And the log button basically just takes a bunch of points and averages them out. And usually I use like a couple of dozen. That's good enough. And then once you hit the couple of dozen, basically I just hit OK. That's it. I mean, it's not really that complicated. You know, I figured this was going to be slightly more momentous or something. I mean, if you're expecting something like super complicated or whatever, you're going to be disappointed by this video, because that's basically about it. They're not too terribly hard to use. They're not too intimidating. Yet, every new field tech I've ever met seems to treat it as such. But basically, if you can program Google Maps in your phone or something like that, then this shouldn't be too hard to use. Anyway, hopefully those were some helpful tips on how to use the GPS. Hopefully it's not going to be so intimidating in the future. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.